Hello, friends! Welcome to part 2 of my Life is Strange 2 episode 2 playthrough. We are continuing on with Sean and Daniel's adventure now in Oregon, in wintertime. Let's recap real quick what happened last time. Sean and Daniel have been squatting at an abandoned house in the woods somewhere in northern Oregon, and Daniel is getting sick, so they've decided they have to move on, and their goal is to get to their grandparents' house, their mother's parents' house, somewhere else in Oregon. Along the way, or as they were setting out, poor little mushroom got picked off by a mountain lion. So we had a brief funeral, and now the boys are on their way further south. Here we go. Let's dive in. I see a Sasquatch. 2 of them. Okay, I recognize this voice, I feel like. So I'd love to take a guess at who this is, but I'm not going to remember who it is. Oh. But it seems like the first licensed track we've heard for this episode. Maybe I missed one. I haven't actually looked up the soundtrack for the game to see who's on it, because it felt a little almost kind of spoilery. Wow. Probably gonna kick myself when I find out who this is. Just more walking. They're getting pretty used to walking. We haven't heard Daniel complain about it yet. We know he's sick, he's got a cough, but how much else, what other ways it's affecting him, I don't know that we know. Man, traveling on foot in the winter must be hellish. I don't think I would deal with that very well. Handheld camera. Interesting choice. And he's still coughing. Very nice. That's me about 10 minutes into any nature hike with my kids. They're tired almost immediately. Beaver Creek. Established 1881. That's a very Oregon name. Well, I believe there's a Beaver Creek, Colorado. Don't know if there's really one in Oregon. Have they done music spanning over a loading screen like that before? I remember us talking about it on Dawn, and I don't think we ended up doing that. Did we? Very beginning of episode 1?
We made it, Daniel.
Oh, wow. They're there.
It's been a long time since I was here.
When was that?
Before you were born.
I thought it was going to take... I thought we'd have some plot in between the two. So it's now very close to Christmas. Makes sense.
Let me check you out. Claire likes everything super clean. Dad said she got pissed because he let me bring a snowball in the house.
Claire's
I
grandma,
don't want
I
to
guess.
look like total pigs.
All right, I'm going to break our flow here. Oops. I'm going to break our flow here. Oh, it's actually a little free look or something. A little interactive moment. I just wanted to see what's going on in our backpack. We've got $9. Am I remembering right? Did I have $10 before? I'm not sure. I might be misremembering. If so, I'm impressed. I guess they brought food with them, and they didn't have very much. They had a bunch of ravioli. Maybe that's what they brought with them, though. Okay, we've got all the stuff we're used to. Some pencils. Well, maybe he's going to do some colored sketches. That'd be cool. A Night in the Forest. I wonder if that's a real book. Never heard of it. A little pencil case. Have we had that the whole time? Boy, my memory's bad. There's the dice that they play their pirate game with. Brody's letter. They have a canteen. Probably the best thing we found in the old house. I had a canteen exactly like that when I was a kid. I don't know why it seemed to imply that the blanket was new. Okay. Oh, Daniel's collected a lot of stuff. Oh, that's right. He wanted to bring everything with him. Croco disc. I don't know that actually plays anything. I guess it's not really an Etch-a-Sketch, is it? Oh, Mushrooms bandana. Space scuba. A kid's camera. This little dark Kibo's drive, it starts raining. That way he built his little tent in his room out of that. Mecha Robot. I used to watch this show when I was a kid. Very Gundam. Another canteen. And Demon Blonde. Too fucking creepy. But Daniel wanted to keep it, apparently. All right, Daniel, you do that. Where do we leave off? Yep, that's where we left off. Okay, November 28th. More pirate games. Is that the one I actually played? No, I beat him, then lost to him, then beat him again. So they've played some more since then. How can this kid win? Oh no, did we already see these pages? Stop the snowball in motion. Yep. Yeah, this is for when we were leaving tomorrow for Beaver Creek. Okay. Oh, yep, and there's my drawing. I guess I didn't look at this stuff at the end of last episode. Oh. There's his little tribute to Mushroom and some mushrooms on the tree in color. That's kind of cool. Burning cold, December 3rd. Had to carry Daniel for over 2 miles. Oof. No one is stopping to help us. What's wrong with these guys? So they were hitchhiking. See the top right? Daniel drew his own little thing. Oh, and that's it. All right. So, and our map will tell us how far we've gone. Oh, it's not that far to Beaver Creek. All right, then. I think, well, wait, let's see. Where were they? Oh, abandoned house. Was that still in? All right, hang on. I'm confused. Was that abandoned house still in Washington? No, Salem. That's Oregon. Down is Eugene. So those must be, I'm assuming those are state lines, but those must be county lines. Okay, I'll buy that. Oh yeah, there's, once again, I failed to look at the big map in the background. So those red lines are the episode 2, their episode 2 paths. So yeah, they're north to central Oregon. Makes sense, makes sense. All right, good. So they're south of Salem, north of Eugene. Did I not find anything last time? There's the snowman, which I probably should have been able to find that. A train. Probably something in the house? Well, I suck at finding collectibles, apparently. This is an interesting design choice, so...
What are you waiting for?
So they could just carry on with cinematics here. And just cinematically have you ring the doorbell. There's no other option. So why take the
Sean.
move to make this like interactive? The reason is they want you to have agency. They want you to feel like this is a thing you did. This is a thing maybe not you decided, because obviously there's nothing to decide, but you made it happen. Just for one of those big sort of like decisive actions. Taking that out of the player's hands.
What if they went on vacation? Or something.
And
We'll figure out something.
now they're making you feel this is an experiential.
Yes, we hear you. I'm sorry, we don't want any of...
So they want to feel like you were performing that
Hello,
moment when
Claire.
you are wondering if someone's
Sean?
home when you push the doorbell.
Is
And
that...
you decide, oh, should I try
Daniel?
again? What should I do? There's that awkward feeling.
Look who's here. After all this time.
I don't want to stomp all over this
What the
moment.
hell are you doing?
Oh, we haven't seen him.
Stephen, watch your mouth.
Well,
We saw her in
it's
Captain
kind of a
Spirit.
long story.
Oh, you poor thing. You know he's sick, right?
Yeah, but
Okay, inside.
So do
Both
they
of
know
you.
about their dad? I assume they must, right? It's like national news. Certainly regional news. They're not that far from Seattle. So they know that authorities are looking for them. Well, we'll find out. I assume it'll come up. I like that doorbell ringing moment, though. It really is there. They want you to ask the same questions in your head that Sean and Daniel are asking. Did we come all this way and nobody's home? Do they want to answer? Are we too late? Whatever. Well, they haven't lived in a
Hey.
real
is it,
house.
Warm enough for you?
oh yeah. Feels nice and toasty.
I gave Daniel some cough medicine, but you should have taken better care of him. He could have been worse. You were lucky. Stephen,
Wow, rude.
may I talk to you for a second?
So are they going to be a little difficult?
How's the kid doing?
He'll be fine.
Okay, I want to listen in. I don't know how well you can hear.
What are we going to do?
They're asking, what are we going to do?
I don't know.
Maybe we should call Gus.
I'm not sure it's a good idea. Do we really want to involve other people?
Maybe we should call somebody? Sound like Russ. And then the grandfather asked, should we involve other people? All right. I'm not getting
Good
any
to be
subtitles
inside.
on that, so.
Finally. Shit. I'm so hungry, my belly hurts.
It's to us.
Fuck. Did I make a mistake coming here?
Figure something out.
Okay, he's responding to what they're saying, but
All right, Stephen. Oh, Lord.
said, we'll figure something out. So they want you to overhear that. I couldn't hear it very well. Maybe it's my hearing's not great.
Are you all right, honey? You want more tea?
Thanks. I'm good.
Well, Sean, do you want to talk about...
The police called us a few weeks ago. They're looking for you as suspects in a homicide.
Really?
Now,
Seems a strange
if you
thing to
want us to
assume.
help you, Did you hurt that police officer in Seattle?
But I guess they don't know what happened. I don't think it's certainly not their fault. I don't think there's any reason to sort of like entertain the idea that maybe it's Sean and Daniel's fault what happened.
Seriously? You really think I killed that cop?
No, don't get mad, Sean. We have to ask. We only know what we saw on the news.
All I know is that he shot Dad. And now he's gone.
Oh, sweetie. We are so sorry for what happened to your father, but why did you run away if you're innocent?
To protect Daniel implies that Daniel was involved. I freaked out. I had no choice. I don't know which of those sounds more believable or is more true. I mean, I freaked out, sure. What was Sean thinking? Well, that they'd get... I guess he hasn't really voiced like, oh, I'll end up with Child Protective Services or stuff like that much that I recall. Okay. It's not true that he had no choice. It is true that he freaked out. That's a little lame. I'm actually seeing what happens if I say to protect Daniel.
I didn't want Daniel to see Dad. Like that. I felt like I had to protect him.
I understand, but
You know the police would separate us.
Okay, there you go.
Maybe forever. Daniel would end up in foster care.
It's a good close shot. That's
you
powerful.
Can't be sure, Sean. Anyway, at least you've managed to come here alive.
Yeah, I haven't even
I'm
asked
glad
about
you two are okay.
what they've been through.
I hate to think what could have happened to both of you. You need to think of long-term solutions now.
I tried. I swear. But I can't do everything.
So, what are your plans?
Should we tell him? Yeah, let's tell him.
Go down to Mexico? To Puerto Lobos? Dad has a family house there.
Sean, you can't run away from the law like fugitives. How can you look out for your brother if you're both running from the police?
You two are
don't
gonna
know.
stay with us.
Does that question make sense?
Stephen. Maybe we should...
After your mother left, your dad never really wanted us in your life. I can't blame him. But you're still part of our family, and we want to prove it, okay?
Oh. No, good for Grandpa.
Seriously? That's really nice, Stephen. Thank you.
Okay, but we have to lay down the rules of the house.
Rules.
No mess, no noise, or no service.
The biggest rule is keep your heads low around here. Beaver Creek is small, and nosy, and nosy.
We can stay? Serious? Awesome!
Whose pajamas is he
Ooh,
wearing?
Sean, guess what? There's a huge model train upstairs.
Cool.
Hey, you're supposed to be resting, young man.
Yeah, yes he is. But he seems better already. Anyway, you and Daniel will stay here. At least until Daniel's better. We'll see what happens next. So, I bet you're hungry. Let me fix you something.
I mean, I guess, you know what? I wonder if Sean would really think about, like, oh yeah, definitely got to go to Mexico still. Like, this could be a viable place for them to stay long term, right? If they work things out with the authorities, if the grandparents turn out to be welcoming, if they sort of just find a place
How do
here,
you
that,
feel?
that could work, right?
Super well.
I mean, we all know there's, 3 more
It's nice and
episodes, so
warm
that's
here.
probably not what
And the
happens, but
food? Yum.
yeah, feels good.
Feeling better? You look cozy.
Yeah. I love that bed.
a bed, what a
Thanks, Grandma.
concept.
Good. Your temperature is down.
I'm way better now.
You still need to take it easy.
That was quick.
How about if we say a
Not
little
usually
prayer
that simple, huh?
and give thanks?
It's like a bedtime story, right?
Well, this is a bit like this, yes. Except the story comes from up there.
The ceiling.
Did they have a
So are we ready to
did
pray?
they have a moment where they asked
Just follow
about
my
God
lead.
or heaven? Boy, my memory is shoddy. Is there something about that in oh yeah, he asked about that at Mushroom's funeral. Yeah. All right, so I think
Sure.
indulging people who want
We need all the
to
help we can get.
Can you ask the blessed dad?
share something like that with
And
with
Sean,
you is
Um,
the right thing
and
to do.
Mushroom. And you and Grandpa. And, everybody else.
Oh my, you are so sweet. Thank you, Lord, for bringing Sean and Daniel safe and sound into our house. Take care of Esteban and, Mushroom. Please, give us the strength to get over the hardships of the past and the trials yet to come. Amen.
Amen.
Not bad.
Amen.
See, I was thinking they
Okay.
seemed kind of cold.
It's bedtime.
Not
Try
very
to get some
the
rest.
grandparents, not
You still
very
need it.
touchy
And
feely.
no roughhousing in
But
here.
looks like it's
No worries. We're
looks
too
like
tired.
it's a
Good night.
something
Oh,
that's
and-
developing.
Thanks again.
Good night, Grandma.
Whose name is on the door? I can't tell. Is it is it going to be their moms? And, like, those wouldn't be their moms.
Feels so nice to have a bed
Pajamas?
again.
Maybe it is.
And a bathroom.
I hear that. Plus, you don't smell anymore.
Whatever. Well, Claire seems pretty caring. And nice.
I don't know. She
And
seems
Steven is too.
a little gruff to me, but
I hope we'll be fine here.
I think so. And the more important thing is you'll have time to get better.
Sean? Are we in Mom's old room?
Nah, I don't think this is the one. Not from what I remember. But it's been a while.
Could we check it out tomorrow? Maybe find some of her stuff?
yeah, why not?
Why would you want to do that?
I just don't know anything about her.
Daniel, I understand. But we need to focus on where we are now and where we're off to. Mom left us. She made her choice. We gotta make ours.
I guess
We
I could
can't
see
keep
where
going back.
Sean feels that way,
You know what I mean?
but I think it's very understandable that Daniel would want to know more about his mom, and I don't think there's anything
I
wrong with
guess.
that.
Hey, man. You've been doing so great with your... Well... You know. I was wondering,
Power.
how did
To,
you
like,
do it?
Kill things, blow up their heads.
I don't know. I concentrate and it just happens.
So... It makes you feel strong? Like, special and mighty?
I don't think that. I don't know how I feel.
Hmm.
Why are you asking?
Weird question.
Never mind. Just curious. Forget I asked anything. Anyway,
Is he asking, like, do you
remember
feel like
the
a
rules,
superhero?
right? We really don't want Claire or Stephen to start asking questions.
I know. Don't show, don't talk.
Just keep that in mind and everything should be fine. Sleep tight, little cub.
I can only imagine how good a bed feels at that point. Morning time. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, okay. They really are jumping. They've been there a week. All right, sorry. Before I get too into the scene then, let's see what's... Cleaned up some junk. Oops. December 5th, 2016. Dan getting better. He's eating like a horse. Guess that's good. Been hanging out with C and S a lot. Claire and Steven a lot. Pretty awkward after all these years. They're walking on eggshells not to talk about Seattle or Karen. There's a huge elephant following us everywhere. Rude. That's a pretty good drawing. I guess we've seen him do little cartoon animals. That's pretty good. Claire Reynolds, 12/6/16, and then Daniel's drawings. Did Daniel do the picture of a mushroom? That's pretty good. Got a little bit of perspective in there. And Steven. Reynolds rules: discretion, don't leave the house, disconnection, no phone, no internet, daily chores, bleh. Homework for Daniel. What does that say? Is that LMAO? LMAO, good. Yeah, good luck with that, Claire. Okay. Bored as fuck. Grateful for being here, but need to get out. Gotta think of what's next. Ain't no chill for the wicked, says the goat deer? Don't know. Oh, he's doing a lot of color stuff. That's cool that they are sort of evolving his talent. Interesting. Sliced fish. Of course, a wolf, and Steven with it. Wondering what's up with his phone. Old people, am I right? Alright. Still haven't found any cool collectibles.
Man, I could sleep all day long in this bed. But I'm way too hungry.
Alright. First free roam at the Reynolds house. He's still got...
That's cool.
Oh, this is a new
Claire
picture.
dug this up for us.
Their wedding
That's
photo?
such a baller in his suit.
Him with the two parents, but not with their mom. How many pictures have we seen of their mom? I don't remember now.
This is pretty good so far.
Inherent
I love that
mice.
Steven only has crime and train books.
I assume that's made up because Inherent Vice is a Thomas Pynchon novel. There's the old bandana.
Man, I miss that dirty little dog so much more than I thought I would. I don't even know how Beaver Creek looks like. We're not allowed to get out.
Making free roams is a really interesting sort of process. It's, on the one hand, you want to think about the space and like, oh, what things should, logically be there. But if you think too much about that, what you end up doing is just sort of making a bunch of things that are like, hey, look, it's a poster, and there's not much to say about it. What you really need to do is find the stuff in the room that's meaningful, and then you need a certain density of those objects. And so that can be what's challenging about it, is finding figuring out enough things that mean something to the character, because that's what you want on these
Claire
look
wanted to
ats.
throw her clothes away, but we convinced her that with some sewing and cleaning, it would be enough.
So if you can give an insight into what the character's thinking with these, sometimes you just need to tell them what the thing is and give them some practical information, especially if it has to do with a puzzle or with something that comes up in the story later on. But usually it's just like, how can we open up the character's mind
That's a cool memento of art.
with
Secret
each
cabin
with
in the
each
woods.
hotspot? Some blocks or Legos? Blocks? Earmuffs.
Thanks, Claire, but I will never wear these things.
I have never ever worn earmuffs either. They're totally foreign to me.
Daniel was training his precision with these. Fucking awesome.
He's really proud of his brother. I like that. Oh, that's going to take us in the inventory. What'd they say about... Oh, go downstairs to have breakfast. So Daniel and Steven are playing, it looks like? Oh, that's
Can't
just...
believe we actually spent a month out there by ourselves and survived.
That's quite a thing, honestly.
Pretty badass.
Pretty badass. Alright, let's get dressed. So simple free roam. We sometimes talk about things like this as puzzles. Life is Strange, puzzles in Life is Strange are
I'm allowed to go out.
interesting because a lot of times they're super straightforward. Like we almost, only in very special cases are we doing anything that's complex or really challenging. We're usually just gating things, just sort of saying, okay, you got to get on clothes before you can go downstairs or whatever, and just those everyday interactions feel right for a lot of Life is Strange until you have the moments where you really want to like get into it and do something special and kind of really do a real puzzle. Like, I don't know. I mean, most complex one that we worked on was probably The Office in episode 3, going through Rachel's dad's stuff and
Yep.
doing all the things
Daniel knows
that
how to
Damon
milk
wanted you
grandma
to
for
do.
toys.
Oh.
Good. He deserves to be spoiled.
Yeah, why not?
Sean! Finally.
Sean, are you awake?
Ah, this is the train.
Breakfast's almost done, so come down when you're ready, okay?
Okay.
Choo-choo!
Oh, careful, Chief. Going too fast.
We have to. We're late on schedule.
Yeah, but we're gonna scare the passengers away.
Cool.
I don't care. Faster.
I get why Dad never brought us down here.
Huh, what's he saying?
I'm glad they get along so good. Daniel's definitely the ideal grandson.
It said speak to Steven, but then maybe it deactivated. It's like he's got to be in the
Gotta
right
hit the kitchen quick.
state for me to talk
Claire's
to him.
waiting for us.
Hello? Can't speak to him, I guess.
I love how Steven is kind of an old nerd.
All aboard.
He's sweet.
This is a complicated situation, by the way. You notice when Daniel moves around, sometimes he'll push me around, push me out of his way to keep from getting in the way of his pathfinding. It can be really hard, especially in a confined space like this, to make all of that work. They're doing a pretty good job with it. I guess I can't speak to Steven. Was I too late, or was that the speak reaction and it didn't actually speak?
The chief has to get this train to Seattle by noon.
That's not where I came out, right?
Better not sneak in.
Is that
They
the
won't like
grandparents'
it.
room? Yeah. They put labels on the doors? I guess then you can say, oh, this one's the bathroom, which is apparently what they do. Do people do that in their house? I guess it's nice for guests.
It's crazy how everything is neat and tidy here. They have so many pills and stuff to take. Sucks to be old. Hope I'll never have to hold on to a bar to take a shit.
They got access to his shower, but his hair isn't less ruffled.
For weeks out
I
there
guess he
with
just
no
needs a
hot
haircut.
water. I used to hate brushing my teeth. Just like Daniel. Now I can't get enough toothpaste.
Can't get enough toothpaste.
Saw some teeth in there a few nights ago. Wonder if it's Claire's or Steven's. Wow. They sure did stock us up on clothes for the winter.
Okay. Anything in the bath? No.
It's been locked ever since we got here.
Is that their mom's
I
room?
kinda don't give a fuck.
Going too fast.
We have to. We're late on
Fuck.
Yeah, but we're gonna
I broke
scare
this
the
thing like
passengers away.
10 years ago. I can't believe they fixed it. And kept it.
Okay. See if I can talk to Steven. Nope. Guess we're going downstairs.
It's weird.
Stairway
Sometimes
reminds
I
me
feel
of the
like-
one in Rachel's house.
We're complete strangers. Which we kind of are. Steven doesn't like us in here when he's away.
Well, he's not
Yeah.
away, so go in.
Claire's food smells so good. I'm starving.
Balls ahead. Hold your breath.
Trying to avoid going into the
Oh,
kitchen, although I assume they wouldn't drag us into
Man.
cinematics.
Claire's food smells so good.
Draw, 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 like a Pictionary
I'm
game,
starving.
looks like. No hotspots in here. They just want us to go and eat breakfast. Don't get distracted. You can definitely get bogged down in too many hotspots and break the pacing of the game. They've got a little, what we call a look at on him. He'll look at the aquarium when he gets close to it. I haven't seen them do that a lot in other places. No, they've maybe done a little bit. Now what's he looking at? Pictures? Window? Oh, they really don't want me to get caught up in stuff down here. Wonder if we'll free roam around here
Look
later,
who's
or
awake. Good morning, sleepyhead.
It's that bad. Feels like a cloud.
I know. You can sit down,
I don't know that
Sean.
you do know what it
Aren't
feels
you
like
hungry?
after weeks on the road, walking on your own feet. Well, let me go in here. Oh, I was gonna say, but it's too dark to see anything. And again, there's no hotspots. I wonder if we'll come back and explore all this stuff after breakfast. Claire wants me probably to keep the lights off when we're not in those rooms. I'm just guessing.
Daniel, breakfast time. Your brother is ready.
Belgian waffles.
Stephen, your grandson needs to eat now. You can show him the boxcar later. I love how they're getting along.
Do you need help or anything?
Oh, don't worry. I can do this in the dark. But thanks for the offer.
All right, all right.
Are you boys done playing?
we had a express delivery with the passengers, but the engine broke down.
Yep, has to go straight to the workshop.
Good. No trains in the kitchen, remember?
Gotcha, Chief.
What kind of rule is that?
Choo choo!
Oh, sugar. He can fix his trains, but not my kitchen.
Is that supposed to be a curse word? Is that her version of shit? I've heard people say that. Oh, sugar.
Did I make enough? Everything's okay?
It's great. As usual.
You're the best cook ever.
Eggs but no
Looks like
bakey.
you're getting cozy with this new country life after all.
But they do have waffles. Yeah, let's tell her it's nice.
Yeah. It's nice to be far away from everything. Feels like we're the only ones out here.
Well, that's
Because you won't let us out of the
exactly how we love
house.
It feels safe, unlike the big city.
Why?
I
What
get
could
it.
happen in the big city? Oh.
I like it. It's cool here.
Well, bless your soul. You'd get along good with our neighbors. We try to lend a hand, like to Charles next door. He lost his wife, and
He did.
things have been hard on him and his son. He would just get lost in Seattle. But we're all taking care of him here.
How old is his son?
Being nosy.
I think he's your age.
Going over, making sure. It's actually probably good. I think it was welcome when she showed up in Captain Spirit. But I like her assumption. It's like, oh yeah, we're just looking out for him, not invading his privacy at all. Oh come on, hey.
Stop it, you crazy?
What are you doing, Daniel?
Hey, what's going on back there?
Nothing.
Oh,
Daniel,
I thought
Daniel.
Stephen was a fast eater.
Hey, Grandma, I wanted to ask you something about that locked room upstairs.
I told you there is nothing to see in it, Daniel.
Why were you in it this morning then?
Because there's a lot of old junk in there. And besides, it's not safe for you to explore, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is bullshit.
Well-
Daniel, language. Why
Uh-oh.
don't you go explore
I
outside?
have a feeling that wouldn't have
You sure
happened
look
if I
like you're
didn't
getting
tolerate it
better.
earlier.
Get some fresh air.
I'll
Oh,
wait for
they're
Sean.
letting him out.
And then we'll go.
I thought they weren't
We
letting him
won't be
outside.
late. Promise.
But be careful nobody sees you. Stay in the back, okay?
Maybe you should tell him that it was Karen's room.
And maybe you should tell him to watch his mouth.
Oh.
It's just a room now, Sean. Nothing to see.
Daniel needs to know. Okay, so why lock it then is a little confrontational. I'm not sure. It's just going to say Daniel needs to know more about his mom. Let's try that.
Daniel needs that. He doesn't know anything about her.
Yeah.
I know, poor thing. But his mother isn't in there anymore. So nobody goes in the room, okay? I'm serious.
Yeah.
Did Mom ever contact you? She only talked to Dad a few times. Then she was gone.
Yes, she was. You know, Sean, I don't really want to talk about this anymore. It's over. Anyway. You have to respect my rules under my roof. Okay?
Rules. Yeah, of course. We're going to break in
Always.
there.
I appreciate that, Sean.
She's going to be
You
mad.
better go find your brother.
I don't
There's a shed with some old toys outside.
see why it helps,
I'll
like,
bet
trying to
Stephen has
bury the
key.
past, though.
Daniel will freak. Thank you.
There we go. Hotspots.
It's cool that Claire does her little paintings.
Little paintings. Our chores list.
Yeah.
Steven, vacuum fold towels,
Pretty
fix the
different from
drawer.
one we had back
Did
at
she
home.
add that just now? Or do they have a chronic drawer problem? Sean and Daniel tidy the room, put clothes in the washing machine, hug grandparents. That's pretty good, pretty reasonable set of chores. And clear everything else.
Yeah. Pretty different from
That's
the
the
one we
same
had
font.
back at
That
home.
the one in that font is so recognizable. I don't know if that's supposed to be Claire's handwriting, but it looks a lot like Sean and Daniel's, or like Sean's in his
Claire could totally be on one
journal.
of those cooking shows. She would be brutal.
Coconut flan. Oh, gotta look at the cereal box.
You belong in the cupboard. Clean kitchen equals clean conscience.
It's the puttering around the house simulator. I don't know why I love this stuff. I love
I miss
little
Dad and his
trivial
sweet
tasks.
Santa Gringo accent.
Santa Gringo. Never hurts to
Claire
ingratiate
rehearsed some
yourself with
songs.
Grandma.
She's got the groove.
Beaver Creek Christmas Choir, singing the whole family along. Apple pies, eggnog, and more. Provided by Claire Reynolds and Kay Hoover. Hark, I sing your season spirit. Hark, I sing your season spirit.
I wonder where this was taken. I don't picture Claire and Steven as world travelers. Where was that picture of you guys on the beach from?
We went to Hawaii when Stephen retired, believe it or not.
That's so cool. Did you guys ever go anywhere else?
That's as far outside of the country as we want to go. There's plenty to see around here.
I think I've seen more than enough.
I get it, but don't let what happened turn you away from this country. It's still your home, Sean.
Yeah, well, tried one of Claire's books yesterday.
Oh, shoot,
It's
I interrupted
basically a
that
telenovela
conversation.
with white old women.
Wanted to hear the rest of that conversation. Stupid.
I'm glad I picked these up. Gives me something to work on when they're all watching TV.
Yeah, looks like we get to do a drawing over there. Ship in a bottle.
Oh, this looks cool. Too bad it's broken.
Sean, quick! Look at this fish. It's so beautiful.
Okay, did I miss my chance to interact with that?
Dude,
Or was he
on.
supposed to...
I told you there's a fish in it.
What is he talking about? Oh, he's talking about the aquarium, I guess. Alright.
I haven't seen any actual fish in there since we got here.
Same thing from the other side. Yep.
I haven't seen any actual fish in there since we got here.
So what's your deal, Daniel? Is there really a fish in there? What are you making a big deal out of it for?
Whoa. Look at all these decorations.
That's so cool.
Right.
Oh, this looks cool.
Are you excited about the tree, Dan?
Too bad it's broken.
Of course I am. When do we start?
I'll get it this weekend. Promise.
What's that pointing to? Is he just going to lean up against the wall?
I want to be in your drawing.
Oh, don't draw me like this, Sean. I'm a mess.
Don't worry. I'm drawing the whole room.
Good. It's so nice to see you.
Time to take the pen, dude.
You're so passionate.
I'm not moving.
Well, I'm glad she
Hope I look
encourages his work. Let's get Daniel in there.
Okay. Got it. I've looked enough. Time to draw now.
Oops, I wasn't actually centered on it.
Poor man.
Oh, they're taking a break.
We've all been there.
Pretty good. But I can add more details if I want.
I don't think I would leave anything quite that sketchy. I guess I never have, though. I've always taken all these to the last stage, I
Cool.
think.
I think I'm ready to draw this.
And I assume I can do more with Daniel. So I could, like, leave her out of it if I
Time
wanted
to
to.
take the pen, dude.
Time to take the pen. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
TV.
Such a big fireplace. And not even needed. That's luxury.
What does that mean, not needed? I guess, because they have a furnace?
Man, can you imagine watching a slasher out here? Deep in the woods. No one around.
No way. 2 stairs.
They have a kick-ass set, but they only watch boring shows and cable news.
Never really thought of it that way.
What is she saying to herself?
Hey, Claire?
What's on your mind, Sean?
I think asking about his dad's funeral
Do
is
you
a good
know
question.
anything about Dad's funeral?
There was a service. We couldn't make it in time, but we sent flowers. I'm sorry, Sean.
It's okay. I just want to make sure somebody took care of him.
Hopefully, you can go visit him at some point.
At some point. Yeah.
Boy, he's a good voice actor.
How long have you and Steven been married?
Oh my. Forever. But a good forever. Almost 40 years.
Man, that's more than twice my age. You both were married during Y2K.
Thanks for making me feel even older. I assume you must have a girlfriend or...
Not really.
Not really. I'm not much of a player. With all this going on, I don't even think about that stuff.
I understand. I'm sorry, honey. It's not fair that you have to deal with all this. Things will change.
I hope.
They're definitely getting more compassionate, aren't they? I guess than they seemed at first, especially her. She seemed like just a little skeptical, or...
What did you think of Dad? You can tell me. I won't get mad.
Well, your father was... he was his own person.
That's it? I mean...
I won't
know
get
you guys
mad.
didn't really get along.
It's just...
does that
Esteban
mean?
was very different from us. And he never took a single step to change any of that.
I'm not going to confront her.
Sounds like Dad. He wasn't one to smooth things over.
Trust me, I know the type. But he did raise you boys on his own. Can't argue with that.
Yeah. He worked his ass off for us. Wish I realized that sooner.
Don't worry, Sean.
What's the story with your neighbor?
Charles? Oh, poor man used to be a basketball coach, but had to move out here after his wife's passing. He's got a job at the rail yard now, and, well,
Rail yard, did we
he's
know
still
that?
recovering.
Wow.
And he's an
I
alcoholic.
mean, that's sad.
We tried to give him a hand, keep an eye on his drinking problem. His son Chris is a little angel, though. I think Daniel would be a good influence on him. He's got a great role model, after all.
Aw,
Thanks.
she's nice.
I'm trying my best. Well, thanks,
Didn't
Claire.
know if it was going to
You
be a
are
little more
very welcome.
confrontational with the grandparents or
It's
not.
always a pleasure to speak with my grandsons.
All right. Anything else worth looking at? No.
Think I need a handy assistant. Can you hand me the glue in the cupboard behind me? Whoa! Careful. Sorry, I forgot. That thing isn't too stable. Let me just...
Okay. Sorry.
My fault. Your grandmother keeps telling me, but I'm a lazy old man. Hey, can you close the door? I want to talk for a second.
Uh-huh. What does Grandpa want to talk about?
It's the power cable, of course. Yeah, it happens all the time. So, listen, I've noticed things with Daniel. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Ooh. Oh. That's stark. Our rules. We got rules. I'm going to follow our rules.
Not really. What things?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Like, some kind of invisible force.
Oh, he really does.
A holy gift or something.
Yeah. Daniel likes to pretend he's got superpowers, but that's it.
That's it? Okay. But be careful.
Didn't expect that.
You know, he's still so young.
Sure.
And by the way, let's keep this between us. Claire has a lot of strong beliefs. She wouldn't understand. She adores
Witchcraft.
Daniel, and just wants both of you to be safe and happy. What I'm trying to say is, maybe you should stay here with us. I know you boys plan to run to Mexico, but...
Why not? Does that mean why not stay? And the other option is no, we're going to Puerto Lobos. I'm gonna see what happens if I say why not. Might not be what I intend, but
Thanks. Maybe we could, but
yeah, I think that's about the right answer.
why not?
We'll think about it.
I know,
Oh,
being
never mind.
out here in the sticks with us old farts isn't exciting, but this is your home now.
It's cool.
I think that's a reasonable
Kind of different, but
thing to assume at this point.
I just don't want you to get into trouble because of us.
It's dangerous to be on the road. Do you think your father would have wanted this for his kids?
I don't think we need
Of
to
course not. But everything's different now.
I know. Well, just think about it. But don't torture yourself.
I will. Hey, Claire said you had the keys for the tool shed?
Oh
yeah.
Sure. Here. You guys enjoy the sun.
Is that what I needed to do? And it didn't seem like they were going to let me outside until I got the keys. That makes sense.
And be careful with that shed.
Means
Probably a mess.
so that's an example. That key,
Thanks.
they could easily, it's a little bit of a contrivance, but the reason is you get to have that conversation with Steven before you get the key, so they can control the fact that you have that
Really?
conversation, which means you have that major choice in
Why?
there.
No idea. But
What are they
you're a
talking
big
about now?
boy now. You can take a look around. I won't eat you.
Cool. Steven sure digs his hobby.
Laptop.
Well, I'm sorry, Sean. I know you guys miss your games and your websites.
Games and your websites and your
Trust me, a break
CD-ROMs.
from all this can only do you good. You know, and it's safer that way.
Yeah. I know.
Is that a... That's not a MAGA hat, is it? Just a red hat. Can assume it's just a red hat.
Who did this?
Oh,
Is that Chris?
He was our neighbor's
Yeah.
son, Chris.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see they're all
helped
like...
him and his dad build that treehouse.
Why are you holding a fire sword?
I'm not sure. You know, that kid sure has an imagination.
Wow. Is that you?
Yeah, that was taken when I retired. The mayor came to congratulate me himself.
Was he a
That's
firefighter?
awesome.
Yeah, really great day. I wish you'd been here.
Oh, yeah. That would be the axe on the wall. 48 years of service. Disco ball.
How come you have a disco ball? Are you like throwing parties and stuff?
No, this is a souvenir, you know. I actually met your grandma during a disco. Believe it or not.
Claire told me you guys have been married for like 40 years, so it kind of makes sense.
That sure was a long time ago, but we stuck together, you know, through thick and thin.
That's cool.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but I think that's how marriage should be. Yeah, just gotta unscrew this.
I like these scenes where you actually get to hear other characters' thoughts about things around the room. Is that her? Is that their mom?
Oh, you found this. I just forgot to.
Why hide it?
It's okay. It's been a while since I've seen her face.
Yeah. I like taking a look at it from time to time.
Doesn't it hurt?
Yeah, it does. But she's still my daughter, you know. I can't approve what she's done, but I think I understand.
Good. I don't.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sean. Please don't. Please don't say anything to Claire about this, okay?
Don't worry. I won't.
It's interesting. The parents, the grandparents, seem to really be as sort of bothered by what their daughter did as the
there
boys
you
are.
Sean. Got the key? Hey, I have to go out and run some errands. Can you do me a big favor? Do you know how to work a washing machine?
Since I was about 8.
Of course. Can you throw in yours and your brother's clothes after the next load? They're in the bathroom basket.
Totally. Yeah. No problem.
Thanks so much. Feel free to keep on tidying your stuff, too. It's good for the health to keep the house clean.
Definitely. Daniel can help.
And remember,
Neat freak.
for your own safety, no phone and no internet. I know, boring rules.
Don't worry, Claire.
I mean, I could see
Daniel.
them say that so they don't
work for
expose
you.
themselves.
No, I'm busy.
Busy my ass. Come over here.
You gotta find me first.
Ah, more hide and seek.
I don't know when Daniel will be able to go back to his school. Jeez.
I'll keep cleaning up.
See
If
you
she
tonight,
likes,
buddy.
if she likes a tidy house, we'll keep a tidy house. What's underneath it?
Claire can drop pretty damn good.
Oh yeah,
Guess it runs in the family.
yeah, nice little detail. It's cool to know where he gets it from.
What's even the point of having so much crockery?
I was gonna say, is he up in the room he's not supposed to be in? Wonder if he can use his powers to pick locks. Okay, laundry I should do before I forget, which is exactly probably what they want me to do.
I get that he's sick of all this shit, but why are we playing this game?
Why aren't we going outside like we said? What is the objectives? Ask Steven for the shed key. Get the glue from the closet. Go outside to check the garden shed. Find the dirty linen. I bet he's in that room. Train set. I don't get to play with the trains. Why not? That's the locked door, right? Should I check other places first?
I hope we won't get Claire and Steve. I know you're in there. Gotcha. What the?
Behind you!
Ah.
Yeah. Very funny. No more hiding. Seriously.
Okay, okay.
We've got the echo going on in the
What do I have
bathroom.
to
You
do?
can hear it in the audio.
You tidy the mess in our room, and I take care of the laundry. Cool?
Yeah, sure. It sucks.
I know. Thanks.
I feel like I need to tell Daniel, like, hey, by the way, your grandpa's noticed you have superpowers. Okay, I've got the laundry. What did it just show on my... What's the button to open up? Is there a button to open it up? That switches shoulders. Do.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Let me just throw our clothes in the machine and we're good.
Alright. In the washing machine, presumably downstairs. Won't let me open the doors right now. I'm guessing we'll explore that room a little later, but we'll find out. So these go in wherever that room was that was
All right. Time to take care of that laundry.
dark, I assume. Yes.
Thanks, Claire.
Note.
As always with Claire, I can't really tell if this is cute or bossy.
I like that. Dear husband, if you do laundry, please follow these simple rules. Do not mix whites and colors ever. Use 1 cup of detergent, red box, for each load. If you wash my clothes, use the delicate cycle so you don't ruin any more of my clothes. Okay, that's not totally unfamiliar to me. My wife wouldn't write me a note, but
How many programs does this thing have? Okay. It will do.
all right. Anything else in here? Key to the locked room, maybe. You know, just in case I might want to. Okay, what are we gonna do with Daniel?
Boring laundry? Done.
All
Time
right,
for fresh air.
get out.
Daniel, you ready? We can go out now.
Yes! Wait for me! Oh, man, finally! Feels so good to be outside.
There's some really good snow
Reminds me of
tracks.
the cabin. Right?
Always impressed by that. I honestly have no idea how it's done technologically. Oh, we probably shouldn't be making a lot of noise, huh?
Watch out for the pack.
These outfits are familiar. Is this our moment with Chris? No hotspots. What do I get to play with? I guess we're just getting fresh air. Kind of like that. Just, you know, wander around.
Daniel seems so happy to be here. Good.
Alright, I'm using my meta knowledge. Which of these houses? Yep, there's the tree house.
So that's the treehouse Steven helped out with. Pretty awesome.
All tree houses are awesome. Alright, what's Daniel up to?
Check it
Throwing
out.
snowballs with his brain.
Cool.
Oh yeah, we gotta open the shed. What else is around though? Before I do that. Can't go back there.
This place is actually kind of nice.
Oh man, you know what I just realized? Maybe I'll get... Trains! There's a train thing I could have picked up, a collectible. I wonder if I needed to do that earlier. Dang it.
Wonder what it's like in the summer.
Okay, open the shed. Once again, they've sort of said, not too many hotspots. Just get to your business.
Get ready
It's also
for
hard in a
storage wars.
space like that to make things that matter to these characters.
wrong?
Frozen shut. Of course.
Sean, look.
That's a familiar moment. Happened quickly. Hi, we're not supposed to be here.
Did you
You're not supposed to see us. See what? Oh.
See what? We just got here. Are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't see anything either.
Oh, okay. I just fell down into the snow. Dad says I'm kind of clumsy.
That t-shirt is wicked. Who's your favorite superhero? I love
Power
Bear.
Oh man, I have the Mega Power
Of
Bear.
course.
You should check it out.
Dude, that's so cool.
Chris, oh God. Look, I am so sorry. Are you okay?
Dad, I'm fine. I promise.
Are you sure? Listen, I shouldn't... Do you know them?
It's okay, Dad. They're cool. He loves superheroes, even Power Bear.
Ah, gotcha. Hey there. Are you staying with the Reynolds?
Our grandparents, is he going to put it together? I'm just going to say it.
Oh, yeah. They're our grandparents.
I see. Oh, geez, Chris. You don't have any damn shoes on. I'm sorry, buddy. Let's get you inside.
Yeah. Okay, Dad.
Thanks, guys. Oh, and, if Claire asks, tell her everything is fine.
Yeah,
Sure.
not going to call him on it.
No problem.
Cool. See
I
you
guess I'm
around
in
then.
don't make waves mode. Alright. We'll find the next stopping point, and we'll
Thanks,
continue from here.
guys.
Ah,
See you
that's
later.
his
we will.
snowman. I knew that.
Daniel, did you forget everything about the rules already?
Sorry, Sean.
Dude, the rules.
Did you want me to let him fall? Really?
No. I mean, I don't know they would have gotten seriously hurt. Wasn't that far. But
No.
he's got
you,
the powers. He needs to use them.
You did the right thing.
Yeah.
But listen, we can't let anybody know. We have to keep a low profile out here.
He's like my age. I bet you would have done the same exact thing. Don't be mad.
I'm not mad, dude. It's over. Daniel, remember that we're hiding out. So no training and no showing off your power. From now on, you stick with me all the time, okay?
Good. All right, well, now we met Chris. Oh, here we go. Playing with toys. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for part 2. Can't wait for part 3. Get to hang out with Captain Spirit a bit, see what's going on, what's going to happen with their family and our family, and how probably this whole thing blows up in our faces. We'll see, maybe literally. So that should be exciting. So I hope you join me next time. I'm always really glad that folks are watching, and especially the folks that comment. Thank you for commenting to several of you, 5 or 6 of you that made some comments on the last episode. Would love to know what you think about this chunk and how things are proceeding. What do you think is going to happen with their grandparents? What's going to happen with Chris? And what you think of the episode overall? We will talk much more about it when I record the next episode. But please leave comments if you haven't already. Subscribe, and also go ahead and look for me on Twitter, and we can talk there as well. I'm at deck9_Floyd. So go find me there if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We will see you next time for more Life is Strange 2. Bye.